Do you ever want to meet new people but don't know how? Well, I have a solution for you. We have 3 different but extraordinary ways for you to do just that. Let's take a look at some examples of the different kinds of people you could meet. Sarah will introduce us to one of the typical families you would meet on our cruise.
These are the sequences. I used to call them the OBAFGKMs because of how much they absorbed. Each letter stood for one of the members of the family. The dad is Oliver, mom is Bethany, oldest daughter named Amanda, oldest son named Frank, daughter named Gracie, son named Kyle, and last but not least, the youngest daughter, Macy. Oliver, why don't you tell us something about yourself?
I am depleting into a hydrogen core. Then my helium core will shrink and heat up. And then I will burn my shell of hydrogen.
Okay then. Let's move on to Bethany.
I love to cook. I love making helium. All you have to do is mix 4 hydrogen with a little bit of extra mass and ta-da!
That sounds wonderful. I'm gonna have to try that sometime. What about you, Amanda?
Ugh, I hate the color yellow. It's just so average. Our brightness, it's just so average. Our lifespan is even average between low and high mass stars.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. What about you, Frank?
I mostly just work out. I get most of my energy from fusion. But when I really want extra boost, I use nuclear fusion.
Sounds like a good time. What about you, Gracie?
I wish I was hotter. I am only 6,000 degrees Kelvin, and my friend Nella is like 300 million degrees Kelvin. So not fair.
I'm sorry you feel that way. How about you, Kyle?
I love science and I'm full of random facts. Did you know that extra mass gets converted to energy using E equals mc squared, and that energy becomes starlight?
Well, I definitely do now. What about you, Macy?
I'm little. I'm only 1 solar mass, just like the sun.
That's actually pretty cool. Back to you.
Next is a typical family that you could meet on our safari. Sarah?
These are the lows. They have an extremely long life expectancy and are typically red in the face and are usually kind of pale or dim. They are the smallest family that we have ever encountered, with only 4 members: Big Red, Nellie, William, and Blake. Let's talk to Big Red first. Why do they call you Big Red anyways? And tell us something else about yourself as well.
They call me Big Red because I am 400 times larger in diameter than the sun due to the expanding and cooling that occurs because I love eating. I also have hydrogen in a shell around my core, and it burns up very quickly. So a lot of energy is trying to escape all at once.
Wow, that's very interesting. What about you, Nellie?
I am very hot and bright, or so they tell me. And unlike others, my core gets up to 300 million degrees Kelvin, and it will turn into carbon. I am not very stable on my feet, and I get dispersed a lot, causing me to get mixed back into the air. Fun fact for you though, every teaspoon of volume that I have, that's equal to a truck.
No way. That's so cool. What about you, William?
I'm a pretty simple dude. Just care about my carbon core and being hot.
Alrighty then. Well, I'd say for a pretty simple dude, those are some really, really flashy glasses. And kind of a little bit big, if I might add. No offense. What about you, Blake?
Life isn't fair. I got 0 height and size, but all of the weight. I feel like a cold, burned out ember. My core has cooled and dimmed, and I'm so done with life.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Blake. Back to you.
Our last family is one that you would meet on our expedition. Take it away one last time, Sarah.
These are the Grands: Nova, Newman, Perla, Magnolia, and Blaine. Let's talk to Nova. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I love to make jewelry, especially out of gold and silver. You have to overwhelm the pressure in the core enough that it will collapse in on itself, causing an explosion that will give you the gold and silver needed to make the jewelry. However, if you aren't careful, you can completely destroy the star, and only the core will remain.
That seems rather dangerous. What about you, Newman?
I think of myself as a pretty strong guy and pretty solid. I'm just glad muscle weighs more than fat because just a teaspoon of me weighs more than all of humanity. I could also flatten you thinner than a piece of paper, so don't try me.
Remind me to stay on your good side. What about you, Perla?
I'm the timekeeper of the family. I also like to give a little burst of light every time I tell them a time and go really, really fast. I can go on and on and on for like tens of millions of years before I slow down. There are quite a few people that can do this. I found about like 1,500 others.
Wow. That is a really long time. What about you, Magnolia?
I'm not very good at keeping track of time. I start my days off pretty fast, but I end up slowing down as it goes on. Unlike Perla, I can only go on for about 10,000 years. I've only ever found 10 other people like me. However, if you get too close, I can rearrange every atom and molecule in your body. It's so cool.
Make sure not to get too close then. What about you, Blaine?
I have an insane amount of strength that I like to call gravity, and nothing can escape my grasp.
That's awesome. Back to you.
Order your tickets today and join us for an amazing adventure. Meet new people and try new foods. Call now at 1-800-978-6354. Once again, that's 1-800-978-6354.